The closer we get to Aetherdrift, the closer we get to a decision on how players are going to feel about this product. Which side of the scale do they fall on? And if you're one of those players out there who's had a hunch that you think maybe this product is headed into a wall at full throttle, well, in today's video, we're going to talk about the sales of this product and just how right or wrong you might be. Let's face it, it's the point of no return when it comes to Aetherdrift. It's coming fast, and there's not much anyone can do about it now. It's either going to be moderately successful, really successful, or it's going to smash into a wall with next to no sales, and it'll be an abandoned product that we talk about later on. Which one will it be is the real question. Welcome back, everyone. MTG Moxman here. Thanks again for hanging out with me today for another video. And yes, Aetherdrift. I've done a couple of videos already covering this because I still find it a fascinating topic about this product line. No, we don't have tons of new spoilers, but what I do have is sales numbers. How well the pre-orders are going. And if you're one of those players out there who thought they weren't going well, oh, you're right. You're really right. You're so right that you should give yourself a pat on the back. Wait 5 minutes and give yourself another one. I haven't seen the sales this low in a long time. It's worse than Murders at Karlov Manor as it stands right now. Now, this is where you can either leave the video, you've heard the information, the sales are abysmal. From collector boxes to bundle packs to everything in between. Abysmal. The least worst of all the worst would be the commander decks. Make sense? All right. Now let's get on to the other side of this information, because unlike the days of future past when we saw old product lines that we knew were going to be around for a long time and we knew there was an overabundance of printing, we're not in that world anymore. Wizards of the Coast has definitely tightened up the print runs and made things a little more dicey about how things are going to work out. Like, oh, if I don't buy this now, I may not get a chance later. Or if I do, I'm going to pay a lot higher price tag, especially when it comes to the the collector boxes, not the commander products, the collector boxes. That's kind of a more dicey, kind of roll the dice and see how you feel about buying the product. That one's true right now. Now, the Play Booster box is going down to 30 packs, the price being a little bit subdued, kind of trying to get the players on the inside track to follow the company line, as it were. Has a lot of us wondering, well, why should I buy it? What's the point? And here's the thing. I told you guys, like in the days of future past, there was always so much. It was around for years, okay? That's still true now. You don't have to pre-order a Play Booster box. It's going to be available. Yes, your store could temporarily sell out like they did with Bloomborough, but there's more products coming. It's going to come around again when it comes to those boxes. But the real kick of what can happen, though, with these products is the turnaround after seeing spoilers. See, before, even if you saw the spoilers, you knew there was going to be tons. And that shortfall of running out of things is due to some popular cards being found. Stores order a lot less than they ever have before. Okay? Way less. They are not taking the threat level midnight here. They are not going to take the chance and roll it for you. They're going to keep their company afloat. They're going to keep their store going, which means if you didn't pre-order, well, maybe there's just a little bit less at the store level, and they'll bring a box or two in as they need to. But when spoilers come around, usually pre-orders have already gone in. You can't change your minds now, kids. The pre-orders have gone in, and this is what it's going to be. And that's why I find something like Aetherdrift kind of fascinating. There's a small niche group that kind of likes the appeal. Others of us are kind of like, meh, because we're older players. We don't like this idea of flying cars and stuff, twisted metal from like the 90s, right? It just kind of bothers us because it's not what we grew up playing Magic. There's the new group coming in. They're kind of like, hey, I'm willing to try anything, man. Let's mix this all in with My Little Ponies, He-Man's Master of the Universe. Maybe we'll get some Spin Doctors in there, and it's all going to just be epic as we play things out with The Walking Dead versus the Smurfs, man. You wait, it's going to happen. So what does that leave us now? Because if those spoilers are epic, if the Aether Spark is something amazing, if things get twisted Everyone's going to kind of clamber on board at the last moment. And the hype train will be overcrowded because it's the last train car leaving and it just can't take everyone on board. And that's where I wonder how things are going to play out. Because something tells me there's going to be some spicy stuff in this set. Something tells me something's wrong, something's amiss. And I can't quite put my finger on it. But after Foundations, I'm not putting anything to chance. I'm not going to say with 100% certainty, because I've always talked in the past about if they sprinkled new cards with reprints, and they did with Foundations, I just didn't take it. I didn't take my own advice about how good that could be. Bloomborough was a hit. Duskmourn was kind of mediocre because they kind of went the Ghostbusters route, and a lot of the artwork didn't seem to settle in with players the way they'd hoped. Aetherdrift right now is headed the same way, but Outlaws of Thunder Junction had that same kind of lack of appeal, lack of story, Western kind of but at the same time, the mechanics were solid. Plot and stuff, hit. It's a home run hit. It's great. Baseball, home run, boom, out of the ballpark. Play again. Love it. Love the cards I've seen with plot, and I hope they bring that mechanic around again. See, that's what I'm saying. You don't really know. But back to the beginning. If we have nobody pre-ordering, and the collector boxes, something cool comes along, and everyone's got to buy those collector boxes after the allocation's in, there's still going to be a certain level of boxes. They'll be sitting there at distribution level, and they'll probably get jacked up in price. Be ready for it. But some of those players are going to take advantage and buy it early and be okay. But so many people won't. And the play booster boxes, yes, they'll come around again, but there may be a shortfall for a little while because players didn't buy it. They only got to buy a couple of packs because they didn't want to indulge in a box anymore. It's just too expensive. Prices have hit that kind of ceiling right now. And that's why I sit here and I think and I go, we've been down this path kind of before, but there's a few new twists and avenues and a new little like sideshow main attraction over there that most people aren't paying attention to. And I think you should. I think we should pay attention to it and see how this set plays out, because this is going to set the tone for kind of how things are going to go forward for the rest of the year. And that's why normally double feature and stuff and Ravnica Remastered, Dominaria Remastered, I didn't care. I knew where those pathways were leading and it wasn't good. But this one, maybe we get thrown off the track in the scent. Maybe Wizards is throwing a little bit more in the kettle this time just to get us going. Either way, I think players are going to ignore it en masse. Like we're seeing right now with the pre-orders, they're going to ignore it. And by the time we see those spoilers come around, it's locked and loaded. It's too late. It's left the station at full throttle and it's coming at us. And if the spoilers are horrible and everyone breathes a sigh of relief as they ignore the target, then it's really bad for Wizards of the Coast. It is horrible, and they'll be rethinking things in that ivory tower, and instead of having caviar, they're just going to order like a Whopper meal. They're going to try to save themselves and go, oh my god, we did this so badly. Where did we go wrong? The spoilers will be everything for this set. And I can't wait to cover this stuff to see where we're headed. Guys, thank you again for hanging out with me today. Thanks for chilling like a villain, being here in the backdrop, and just letting me know how you feel. Drop some comments in the comment section. Aetherdrift as we get closer. And here at the end of the video, where we're like 9 minutes in, the last little thing I want to drop you guys with. Remastered Innistrad. A whole bunch of people canceled orders. Dropped out of the game entirely. Just said, I'm not paying for that stuff. I'm done. And the collector boxes did okay. They seem artificially inflated. A lot of places are raising their prices. And I don't think that's going to hold. But I also think stores are taking some off the shelves to create some artificial scarcity. I've heard some rumors. I'm not going to go too far into that right now because I can't confirm it. But it's what I've heard. So we'll keep pat on this one for the weekend. And we'll see what happens on Monday. Thanks again for hanging out. We'll see you guys soon. Have an awesome one. And don't forget, tomorrow is the top 10 hottest selling cards in Magic the Gathering this week. And maybe we'll have a few surprises. Maybe we won't, because by the time I'm doing this video, I haven't started the counts yet. Guys, thanks again for hanging out. Have a great one. Eat some food or something. Well, we meet again, Fräulein. we are here at the end of the video. And what you see, you know you like. You see the patrons. The people who supplied this channel with the much needed support to continue down this victorious path of YouTube content creation. Why are you not a member? Welcome back to the Ramble Jamble. Ramble in the Jamble! Okay, I apologize for the end credits. I don't know. I'm in a good mood. I'm in a good place. And I'm just being silly. That's just the way it's going to be. That's all we need to say about that. Ramble in the Jamble. Okay, so something to keep in mind. Sales as bad as they are for Aetherdrift. In the past, that kind of condemned it. But nowadays, there is a chance it can recover. And that recovery can take place in stages. Okay? The fact we're seeing sales even low on things like Amazon, every local store, it's bad. They know it's bad. They know. Distribution's probably already told them. These pre-order numbers aren't good, man. It's coming time to lock everything in. All right. So we also know they can turn things around. As I said in the video, they can save it. They could have juiced this setup and are purposely setting it up this way. I put nothing past them. Nothing. I'm watching you, Wizards. I'm watching you. Hasbro thinks they got me. You ain't got nothing. You got what we give you, and you'll like it. Guys, the coffee's almost empty. All right, I'll finish it. I'm re-energized for round 2. All right, guys, welcome back to the Ramble Jamble MTG Moxman. No, I'm just joking. I'm just kidding. Guys, have a great one. I'll see you for the Saturday Top 10. Rock on!